Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly energies reading. This is going to be for the week of the 10th through the 16th, and we have a lot to talk about because we have this full moon in Leo happening tomorrow, and it's in the most dramatic sign, so expect heightened emotions and people being maybe less tolerable and a lot more sensitive. But overall, this is illuminating the end of a cycle, and this is where we look at how far we've come. We pat ourselves in the back and we say, okay, we have been able to face things head on and get through this. You know, we can handle anything that life throws at us, right? So it's also bringing the courage for us to show ourselves in the most authentic way, okay? Leo is ruled by the sun, so it wants you to connect to that center of yourself, the highest truth, the highest truth of your being, like who you truly are, and not be afraid. Leo's all about having the courage, feeling the fear, and doing it anyway. Now, this moon is, happening in a grand square, and the fixed signs are really going to feel this: Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus, okay? Because Uranus is right in the mix. And Uranus is the planet of revolution, and it creates change that we might not create for ourselves. So it brings things that are destined and fated, and epiphanies and moments of just eye-opening and surprising experiences, okay? So, I'm just giving you what's out there in the astrology so that you can be prepared for the unpredictability of this week, okay? But when I look at the themes, it really connects to the fact that Neptune and the North Node are meeting in the sign of Pisces, and that brings such an emphasis to our dreams, our connection to our own spirituality, our beliefs, our faith. And you might be experiencing some really vivid and wild dreams this week. And I would not be surprised if you are dreaming about your ex, or your ex is dreaming about you, because Venus already started its pre-shadow period. It will go retrograde very soon, and it's already in its pre-shadow. So this is going to highlight things in relationships. We are going to be evaluating our existing relationships, and there might be some wild meetings, and people can meet somebody new. There's a lot of fated aspects with Venus in retrograde that have to do obviously with relationships and love, but also with our ability to be open to receiving. And with that, I go to the themes, because we have this theme of if you're an entrepreneur, or you have a business, or you've been wanting to start a new venture, your opportunities are so blessed right now. Your self-employment, your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. And also there's this sense of protection that is just, it's just pouring over me right now as I am saying this to you. It's this sense of your loved ones, your possessions, your family, your home is all protected by heaven. And it's like a confirmation for you if you've been feeling a little bit unsafe or unsure about that, okay? Now, there is also a theme here of self-forgiveness, letting go of old guilt. There's a few things here that are wanting us to shed and purge Right now we are closing this cycle of 6 months with the full moon in Leo, so it's a perfect time for any sort of release ritual. And it is in a fire sign, so anything with fire and burning, candles, writing down what you would like to leave behind that is no longer supporting you, and burning that, different things that are weighing heavily on you, because there is this encouragement to let go of guilt and also any feelings of shame, and to truly forgive yourself. Okay, this has to do with you and your inner work. Okay, now also playtime. Playtime is a theme that is so important, especially for adults. Like, we feel sometimes so focused on responsibilities and the 3D world and that sacrificial mentality. This is about letting go of that and opening up to more joy in your life, and doing things that are really connecting you to fun and to that inner child, because this full moon in Leo is going to highlight the inner child as well. So doing some inner child meditation and healing will be fantastic, but also doing things that are quirky and just fun and lighthearted are going to be really great to bring that enthusiasm, but to also open you up to to helping you receive. Playtime and joy are so key in manifestation. So really open yourself to more play, to more joy in your life, to doing things that make you smile. Okay, so the last theme is about letting yourself receive, letting yourself love and be loved. Okay, this is working also with our feminine energy. The moon is the feminine energy, and it's going to be to its fullest. So really give yourself some grace, and allow yourself to love and to receive love from others. Okay, now the tarot cards, the tarot message, the spirit message. We have the overall energy of the Two of Pentacles, and this is balancing our responsibilities, our practicality, our spirituality, our life, our schedule, making sure that if we're adding new things to our routines, that we are able to balance it all. Okay, because it might feel like you are maybe doing too much, juggling too many things. Now, also, there could be some sort of decision that you are wanting to make, and this may require you to do some pros and cons and see, if you are receiving as much as you're giving, and if it's a good return for you to give energy to whatever it is that you're wanting to put focus on. Okay. Now, as we begin the week, we have these two very, very bright cards, I'm going to say, because we have the Sun, which is the ruler of Leo, and it brings clarity, and it brings this expansion to everything that we do. But we also have the Ace of Swords, which is ideas, epiphanies, downloads, but it's also truth. So it's bringing to the light, with courage and bravery, that authenticity and the truth of who you are, and not being afraid to let your light shine. Okay. Now, the Ace of Swords is also a cosmic yes. This is a green light. If you have any sort of yes or no questions, this is a yes, an absolute yes, and a victory as well. And then as we continue during the week, we have these two cards. We go from the Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. So something could advance very rapidly when it comes to love. There could be some invitations and flirtations, and this could lead up to something very, quickly, to develop very quickly. But it's also wanting us to connect to our hearts and our intuition, and to really follow how we feel and what our hearts are trying to lead us towards, okay? To not be so much in the logical, but truly listen to our feelings, and that will lead us to this Six of Wands, which is Jupiter in Leo card, which is bringing a victory. It's bringing success. It's bringing attention to your talents. Whatever you're doing, you are going to be, noticed for what it is that you're doing. This is going to be good news coming in. This is going to be putting you on top. And even though we are feeling this unpredictability and maybe a certain level of discomfort this week because it's so sensitive with the astrology, there is a feeling like we're going to get through this just fine. Okay, so I picked 2 cards for an extra support, an oracle message, and I received the Stag, which to me, just intuitively, it feels like leadership, but it feels like, yes, be proud, keep your head held high, and don't be afraid to step up. Okay, don't be afraid to speak out either. Okay, and this says trust and thrive. Trust in your talents. Trust in what it is that your heart is leading you to do. Believe in yourself. Trust in what you feel, and don't be afraid to go for it. Okay. Now we have this card of Stargazer, and this is so the Neptune conjunct to the North Node. Keeping our sights set high, dreaming big, okay? Not allowing ourselves to feel small or like we are not deserving or worthy of what we dream of. And I feel all the themes are really pointing to that, to really giving us that sense of self-belief, letting go of whatever shame, whatever guilt has been weighing us down, and also knowing that anything that we want to do, we can achieve if we just truly trust in ourselves and believe that we can do it. Okay, and when you do that and you add some joy and some play time to that, you're going to be opening the gateway to opportunity, to miracles surrounding your businesses, your love life, and it's going to create a whole new reality for you. So I hope that you enjoy this week. Tread lightly, carefully, because yes, there are some uncomfortable aspects this week and sensitive ones, but it's all there for you to truly embrace. So I hope that you do. I send you fearless light and love as always. Take good care, you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.